Hey everybody, welcome to the Shadow Camper channel. I'm here by the railroad tracks. We got a train coming. It's stealth camping adventure time. It's Paul, by the way, the Shadow Camper. Hashtag Stealth Camping Alliance. We're not going to be camping by the trains today, but we're at work and there's a train going by. So I figured, why not? Let's get it, right? There it goes. Yeah, right on. As you can see, I got the chest mount. I'm at work. I got the bike all rigged up, ready to go. But I am having some carburetor problems. I've been having carburetor problems for the last couple weeks now. And I thought I fixed it, but apparently I didn't. It keeps leaking fuel out of the fuel bowl. I've cleaned it numerous times, very carefully. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. I got about a 7-kilometer ride to location. We have been in this group of trees before, but I'm going to the other side because there's something there. We got some big black clouds over there that aren't supposed to be over there. There's no chance of rain tonight, but again, you never know, right? And then you come on this side and it's all nice and beautiful. But there's the bike. See? I've got some vice grips holding the fuel line shut, because it seems as soon as I uncrimp it, it just like free flows. I've adjusted the floats both ways, and it just, I don't know what's going on with it. It seems as long as I'm just wide open throttle, it seems to be pretty good. So let's throw the bag on the back, get on the bike, throw you on the chest mount, and let's go. Let's go on an adventure. I'm excited. Hashtag Stealth Camping Alliance, the Shadow Camper. We made it, guys. We freaking made it. But there's a drilling rig just over there. So now we got to walk through the trees to get to it. I believe the bike is safe right here. Should be safe. It's pretty dense. Mosquitoes aren't too bad right now. I did bring bug spray, but of course it's in the bottom of the bag pretty much. So, you know how that goes, right? Oh, jeez. So, like I said, we've been in these trees, but on the far end. We've been in these trees twice, actually. I think I did a Thanksgiving stealth camp here, and then there's the cornfield, and we stealth camped beside the cornfield. But this is something new, guys. I've been wanting a frickin' stealth camp beside a drilling rig for a long time. And yes, the mosquitoes are quite bad, actually. So that kind of sucks. That's why I think winter is better, because there is no mosquitoes and such. So let's see if we can find a place to hang the hammock and enjoy Mother Nature. And stay hidden while we're at it. Sorry, there's mosquitoes on my hand. Ooh. Yeah, here we go. Definitely some quad trails in through here, like not established ones by any means, but there is trails and whatever this is. There it is, guys. Sorry, let me get out of the way of the trees. There we go. There's all the shacks and stuff. So I think I'm gonna wanna go a little bit more that way, just to stay out of the view of them shacks there. And maybe we can get closer that way too. And I do remember all my H2S training. Just run faster than the next guy, right? Holy cow, this is definitely tick heaven as well. This grass is freaking tall. I do work in the morning. Got to be at the shop at 6 a.m. That's all right. I'm up early anyways. And I figure the earlier we get that road done before it gets too busy on traffic, probably the better. Okay, well, we're out of sight of the shacks now. So now, we just got to find a place to set up the hammock. And so far, that is looking not very good. There's another view, guys. They're drilling. They are drilling. Holy mosquitoes. Okay, I think I've located something promising. That tree to that tree. And once we get the hammock set up and the tarp, we'll be well hidden. So I think I'm just gonna trample the grass right here and make ourselves a bit of a home. Hey, well, I've been bug sprayed up. It burns the cuts. Ouch. Burns the cuts. I think I'm gonna put the tarp up kind of like right now. Just in case it starts to rain on me. I don't think it will. According to the radar, it's all supposed to just kind of scoot across on that side, but you know how freaking right they are all the time, right? Oh, it's been a while again, guys. It's been a while. I drove by this about a week ago, and I'm like, man, I don't know how long they're gonna be there for, so I have to frickin' take it. You can see them. They're right there, right? I can see people walking around on the rig floor, doing work, getting paid. Should be the night shift. I'm under the tarp. You can see the drilling rig right there. It's Stealth Pepsi time. Cheers, everybody. Even brought my mug with some ice in it today. It's summer. Like, what is today? July 2nd today is. And yeah, we got summer finally. Today it was like 26 degrees, and we are gonna see like 27s and 30s coming up here real soon. So yeah, summer is here. The bugs are out. Mosquitoes seem to have died down a little bit. Either the bug spray is working or they're just not bugging me because I'm not moving around and disturbing all the grass anymore. But it should work out pretty good. I should have a good view of the drilling rig all night. I'm excited for that. Oh, cheers again, everybody. Nice and cold. Thanks for tuning in to the Shadow Camper. Hashtag Stealth Camping Alliance. I'll bring it home. Don't worry about that. It's 10 cents in my pocket. It's not, because I already paid that 10 cents. So I want to get that 10 cents back. Oh, that was a horrible situation. It just all shot out the top. Frick, and now I'm just sticky and covered in pop. What the heck? Oh, it's nice and cold though. For today's cigars, we got some Swisher Minis. These used to be called, I think, Swisher Sweets. Back when you could buy like flavored cigars and all that stuff. Now they are just called Minis. These might have a tip on them. I'm not too sure. Let's open them up together to find out. We got the Canadian government seal on there. Get it open somehow without destroying the pack. There we go. Oh, there they are. There's 6 in here. They weren't that cheap. Nice, no tips. Very nice. Lots of packaging though. Holy cow. Now you gotta unwrap the cigar yet. Get it. Come on, get it. Without losing any of the precious garbage. Get that in the pocket. At least I don't need the snippers for this one. Cheers again, everybody. Oh, yes. Oh, man. Oh, is that ever good? Oh, is that ever good? Oh, very good. Very cigar tasting, but it still does have that little bit of sweetness to it. But again, not that cheap. 6 of them for 21 bucks. Jeez, that's pricey. That's pricey. I used to work the oil patch. Not so much the drilling rig side of things. I guess everything after the drilling rig. I was a crane operator. I ran 40-ton crane for many a years. I swamped for many a years. But I've been on drilling rig moves, and I've definitely been on drilling rig sites, you know, doing the oddball thing, stuff like that. Do I miss it? No. I shouldn't say that. I do miss things about it. My most favorite thing was standing and lowering flare stacks. The first one I ever did, I took down as a 120. added a 20-foot section and stood it back up as a 140-foot tall flare stack. When your boom is 103 feet from tip to ground, there's a lot of shit sticking above you. The highest flare stack I ever stood with that picker truck was a 180-foot flare stack. It was a nice light little one, and I could do that every day, man. That was cool. That was cool to me. I loved it. That was my favorite thing to do. But I pump concrete now. I roll on the site and I'm still just a big stick all the time. But yeah, no, I don't miss the safety things in the oil patch. It got out of hand like real fast. I mean, it was just, you weren't even allowed a knife on location anymore. On some locations, like, you know, the big companies and things like that, you had to go talk to the consultant and say, hey, I got to cut this box open. Can I borrow your steel mesh gloves so I don't cut my finger off, you know? You know, and the safety books and all the H2S training and the first aid training and all that stuff. And I mean, I get it. It's needed. But I do safety checks every day in my brain, so. You should be able to hear it, right? Things are making noise and all that stuff. We'll probably just leave it at this view because you can see the rig, and I don't want to get too far out there because there would be somebody up on the derrick floor hooking up pipe and such. We will get closer later, but not right now. Oh, this is tasty. Oh, tasty, tasty, tasty. So good. So I guess we may as well get into story time with the shadow camper. Like I said, it's been quite a few weeks since I've been out. So not this weekend, we just had Canada Day weekend, by the way. And happy 4th of July to you Americans. That'll be obviously after this video gets uploaded and all that stuff. So I hope your day was fantastic. Canada Day for us, the weather was nice. We did some family stuff. We went out to this, it's called LS Bird Farm. And we just did some Canada Day activities and enjoyed the nice weather. But otherwise, that was about it. There was fireworks, I guess, like Monday night. But I had to work Tuesday and today. I guess today's Tuesday, by the way. So the day after Canada Day, it's the 2nd. And yeah, obviously I had to work, and I'm not staying up that late to watch some fireworks. It's so good. So good. Yeah, let's get into story time. So not this weekend, last weekend, so 2 weekends ago, so 2 weeks ago, my fridge is starting to cause me some problems. It's not very old. 10 years old, so it's not that old. It's starting to frost up on me. And when it frosts up on me, the fan spins and goes because it's hitting the ice in behind there. So I did take it apart once. I got rid of all the ice, put it all back together, hoping that would fix it. Nope. It happened again. We're still 2 weekends ago. So I'm taking it all apart. We did order a new fan off the good old Amazon because it just stopped working. And what I assumed is the ice just stalled it dead. And I was correct. So took it all apart and I put it into forced defrost mode. And I had to unplug some wires. The wires were kind of being a little bit of a bugger. Trying to do it one-handed. So I got my other hand in there. On the back side of the fridge, there's a bunch of pipes and then the cooling fins. And like I said, it was in forced defrost mode. So it was heating everything up. And I put my hand on it. Kind of hard to see there. There we go. You see that? Like from that point all the way down to that point, I burnt my hand. And instantly I put my hand on it, took it off, and I was like, oh man, that freaking hurt. That is gonna hurt so bad. It happened about 4 o'clock Saturday night. So I mean, I'm in the kitchen, right to the sink, running cold water underneath it. And like I had all the shelves out of it. I had the back panel screwed off. I had the water dispenser filter assembly all out of this thing. Like food all over the counter, screws over here and bits over there. And the wife was gone and it was just me and the kids. And I was in pain. It hurt so bad. Like we were talking about the teeth back the other day, like pain scale of 20 out of 10. Man, it was like right up there. Let's just say it 19 out of 10 because it hurt so bad. Big white fucking blister. So I would put my hand under the water for a couple minutes and then I would get out and I'd try to do something, but I couldn't stay out of the running water for more than 2 minutes before the pain, just excruciating pain. Oh, did it freaking hurt. It hurt so bad. So at about 5:30, I phoned my dad and said, hey dad, what are you doing? He's like, oh, nothing, just watching TV. I'm like, well, I burnt my hand really, really bad taking apart my fridge. I'm like, yes, fixing my fridge, I burnt my hand, right? Like, who does that, right? So, I'm like, you think you can come down and help me put this thing back together? He's like, yeah, I can come do that. It's about 45 minutes, let's just call it about 6:30. He shows up. And I still can't, like I'd put a cold cloth on it and I'd go to the fridge and I'd put pressure on it and I would try to do something one-handed and I couldn't. 3 minutes I'd make it before I had to go back and run underneath the cold water. And I messaged the wife. She was at a wedding thing and I didn't really want to bug her, disturb her too bad. I just, hey, this is what happened. This is what's going on, right? Mosquitoes are back. So dad shows up, I think what I said, 6:30. He helps me get the fridge kind of back together and I'm telling him what to do and all that stuff. And the wife showed up about 7:30. I'm like, you run down to the pharmacy and get this thing called afterburners. It's along those lines of some sort. And she's like, yeah. So she goes down there and talks to the pharmacy, and the pharmacy's like, no, there's no such thing. So she got me polysporin and some gauze to put on it, right? So she gets back, and I'm like, oh, let's try it. Put it on there, and instantly I'm like, no, take that shit off. That's bad. That's bad. So take that off. This is so good. They're drilling. I can see the freaking the big block has lowered down a little bit now, so that means they're spinning that pipe into the ground, digging for oil. I hope they frack this location, so maybe we can come back when they're fracking, and that'll be a freaking noisy event. Oh man, they're freaking noisy. Anyways, so get the fridge put back together. Thanks to Dad. He visits for a little while, heads off around 8 o'clock. Paige went back to her thing, 7:30-ish. She's like, okay, well, there's nothing I can do, so see you later. I'm like, yeah, please go do your thing. And about 8 o'clock, I could finally spend 10 minutes out of the water before it got painful again. So fridge is all back together, and I'm just chilling with the kids at the sink, running cold water on it. We're watching movies, doing whatever. And about 9 o'clock, went out to the garage to have a smoke, and I brought a wet cloth with me. I'd put it on the burn for like 10 seconds, and I'd take it off, and like, let's say this is the cloth, and I put the burn, I put it on in the middle. This part would be cold, this part would be hot, and this part would be cold again. And I did that till about almost 10 o'clock before it just didn't burn anymore. It was like 6 hours of just constant burning. I burnt myself before. You know, it's like on your fingers, or, you know, something, you touch a hot bolt, or, you know, shit like that, right? But I mean, like, look at that. Like, just savage it was. 2 weeks later, it's healing up really good. I never got infected or anything, kept it as clean as I could. But I mean, like, for 3 days afterwards, you'd put it up to your cheek and you'd still feel the freaking heat from it. So I have a newfound respect for people who have, you know, burns in their face and whatever, man. Holy cow, that is excruciating pain, I tell you. This is good. So yeah, that's my also, because I think it was just the week before or so that I had my tooth pulled. So it was like 2 weeks of just fucking hurting myself and just pain. So thanks for listening, guys. Well, I'll get a better shot of this rig here when it gets a little bit dark, but until then, we will see you later. Well, I came out to get the sunset, and I don't think that's gonna much happen. Some big old freaking clouds coming. Like, I don't know. I checked the weather at like 4 o'clock today. None of this stuff was supposed to happen. You can tell it's raining right there, and I just felt the drain drop on my hand. So I'll just hang out for a couple minutes, see what happens. But might be just going back underneath the tarp, because the sun is, I'm assuming the sun's right there. Well, it's raining. I was standing out there kind of just watching the sunset, and I'm like, oh, it's starting to rain. Oh shit, it's really starting to rain. So I fucking booked her back to underneath the tarp here. And yeah, it's just drizzling a little bit. So yeah, we'll just hang out underneath here for a little while and enjoy the sounds of nature. And the drilling rig. The drilling rig's right there. Yeah, you can actually see a guy on the bottom, right above the dirt pile there. A couple guys there working. And there should be a guy up in that platform up there. Currently raining. Wow, what a neat view. What a neat view. Got one more stealth Pepsi. I'm gonna pop on one more cigar. I got a Mars bar to nibble on. That's a good bedtime snack. I'm gonna sit here and watch the drilling rig. It seems to be drilling pretty slow. Well guys, I don't know if you can really see me. It's about 10:30, 10:45-ish. I'm going to get ready for bed. I'm going to throw you on the time lapse so you guys can watch the drilling rig all night. I don't know how well it'll be. It'll probably be pretty boring, but at least we can keep an eye on it all night. And we will see you bright and early in the morning. I already got the hammock set up. I got the hammock set up while it was kind of sprinkling. And yeah, so hashtag Stealth Camping Alliance, the shadow camper. We're hiding in the shadows where nobody can see him, but only he can see you. This is pretty cool. I like this, guys. I'm super excited to sleep in the hammock. Super excited. I'm pretty tired, so we'll see you again bright and early in the morning when the sun rises. Hopefully there's no clouds at that point, and we get to see this beautiful sunrise come up behind this drilling rig. That'll be pretty sweet. Well, good morning, everybody. It is just before 5 o'clock in the morning, and it's cloudy. Super cloudy. It's supposed to rain here right away. Just, the weathermen, I don't know. I hate to say it, but they suck. Like, I don't know. None of this stuff was supposed to happen today. It was supposed to be a beautiful, calm night. And shit there, as we were going to bed, we had thunder and lightning. It was windy all night long. But anywho's, I'm going to get out of the cocoon of awesomeness, put it all away, get the tarp out of here, make a quick coffee, have a quick breakfast, smoke a quick cigar, and hopefully get out of here before it rains. Because yeah, that, again, wasn't supposed to happen today at all, or this morning, or anything. So, that's what we're going to do, guys. Sleep was pretty good, so I have nothing to complain about there, I guess, but that's my own control, right? So let's get out of the cocoon of awesomeness, make a coffee. It's still holding water. Well, everybody, you see my beautiful sunrise? Yeah, not so much today. We got no sunset. We had no sunrise. The weathermen were wrong again. It was supposed to be a beautiful, calm night. No, none of that stuff. But let's quickly puff on a cigar. Probably only get half of this down and then I gotta take off. But you guys, again, I checked the weather and it's supposed to start raining right now. I can't have it rain. I got really no rain gear or anything to keep me protected on my bike ride home. I did see 2 vehicles drive in while I was tearing camp down. Coffee this morning is okay. Needed a little bit more sugar, but it's drinkable. Guys, thanks for watching this episode. Nothing spectacular. We were here for the drilling rig. That's what we were here for. We weren't here for anything else. Go to the Shadow Camper. Hashtag Stealth Camping Alliance. There's the bike. No, no, no. We made it, guys. It sprinkled most of the way. Like just... Ugh. Oh, I got spiders crawling on me. Freaking gross. But yeah, that's it, guys. Again, thanks for watching this adventure. It was, didn't go nearly as I anticipated. But that's the weather for you, right? So, thanks for watching. Hashtag Stealth Camping Alliance. The Shadow Camper signing out till the next adventure, whatever that'll be. Peace, guys. Again, just be nice to somebody.